Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kygo1324 up here today with the 2017 DVD collection. Now, sorry the quality isn't as good as normal. The main reason is I'm using my laptop and the webcam just for the fact that I can do this in one long video rather than, you know, having to, you know, mess around with my phone and make it into smaller parts. Anyway, we've got a lot of DVDs to go through. Similar to the PS2 2017 collection, I'm going to do it shelf by shelf, just and then pause while I put them back and get the next load out, just for convenience purposes. And of course, I am aware that some of you guys have been asking for ASMR. I might do an ASMR video tomorrow. I know it's Sunday, but we'll see how we go with that. I'm installing some games on the Xbox, some Xbox 360 games on there, just so I can get some more games on there. In the background. So anyway, let's get started with the DVD collection. Now, I too thought I'd mention that I do collect DVDs because I do use things like Netflix, and I am aware that there's lots of other streaming services. You can pretty much watch any movie these days online. I am aware of that. I have done it before, and I still use Netflix. But the thing is, with Netflix, if you don't have access to the internet, you can't really get the benefit of it. The same with all these other ways of watching movies. So a DVD is always, in my opinion, much better because you can watch it whenever you want. And also Netflix and things like that don't always have everything you want on there, plus they take shows off and things like that. So anyway, let's just get straight into this and let's just go. So we've got a lot of box sets here. Up first we got Austin Powers Shagadelic box. It comes with the 3 Austin Powers movies. I really enjoy the Austin Powers movies, funny movies, and I always love watching these movies. I can put them in any time and enjoy them. Great movies for the time, still funny, clever, sort of, you know, it is a spoof movie, but it's pretty funny. And you can't really go wrong with Austin Powers. I'm not going to talk about every single movie. If you're wondering how many of these DVDs have I actually watched, about 33%, about 35%, sorry. Next we have the Chronicles of Narnia, the complete 4-disc collector's edition. I believe this was the BBC sort of TV show, made for TV movies. I think in the, I can't remember, I don't know exactly when these were. I think they were like early 2000s, late 90s. Kind of an interesting one here. Haven't watched it yet though, but it'll be interesting to watch. Then we've got here a military aircraft of the 20th century DVD. Just got it just because it's, you know, it's I like to learn about military guns and stuff like that. So got that one there. Next we have the Superman complete Superman collection. Comes with the 4 Superman movies on there. I haven't seen any of these yet, so I can't really say much about them. Like I said, I've got a lot here, but I will get round to watching them. Then we've got a Pokemon Black and White, the movie. You know, Pokemon, you know, everyone's watched Pokemon. I do like Pokemon, need to watch more of the anime. In fact, I need to watch some more anime, but because I've got, you know, I can always plug in a computer to the TV and watch anime like that, which I might start doing soon. Then we've got Wayne's World 1 and 2. Haven't watched any of these movies yet, but I hear they're pretty funny comedy movies, great movies of the 90s, and good ones I hear. I've got both of them on here. And oh, by the way, DVDs are dirt cheap these days. If you get them second hand, you can go and see it with £10. They come out with almost 10 DVDs or more. And I always like watching a movie or thing. So I'm very open with movies. I don't really have a select genre I like the most. Probably sci-fi or horror, but I am very open with movies, as the same with games and stuff. So, you know, I'm kind of open. I've always been like that with books, movies, games, shows, and even music. So yeah. Next we have the Alien quadrilogy. Includes all the original Alien movies 1 through 4. I've only seen Alien. Fucking awesome movie though. But I hear that Alien and Aliens are the best too, of course. Next we have So some of these are in order. We've got the Mummy Legends collection. It includes The Mummy Returns, and The Scorpion King, the Brendan Fraser movies. I don't think I've actually seen any of these movies all the way through. I've seen parts, but I hear they're average. Some people like them much better than the new one. Hey, you know, that movie really bombed. And then we have Mummy 2 of the Dragon Empire. I have seen this movie a few times. I even saw it in the cinema. Some people don't like it, but I enjoy this movie because of its sort of Chinese, ancient Chinese mythological stuff like that. And you know me, I love Dynasty Warriors, so it sort of has that vibe to it. And I love my Asian martial art films, as you'll see in these videos. Next we have these Hollywood DVD 12 American Heroes set. So Hollywood DVD used to produce sort of straight to DVD movies or straight to video, sort of not great movies, but it includes some action movies there. Sorry if you can't see them very well. I'm not going to say every single one. Haven't watched it. I've seen a few of them on here. I've seen the Operation Delta Force movies, a few of them, and they're okay action movies, sort of, yeah, America, fuck yeah, that kind of thing. Next we have the Omen Pentology. It includes all of the Omen movies. Don't know where you can see that. Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's, you know what I say about lighting. I've seen the first Omen movie, pretty good horror, devil child movies. Not one for the kids. Hey, speaking of another horror movie, the Wrong Turn Carnage collection comes with Wrong Turn 1 through 4. I believe there's 6 Wrong Turn movies. I haven't seen any of these movies. I know one of them is called Left 4 Dead, and I know it's got nothing to do with Left 4 Dead, but just seeing that, it's just jokes. I have to watch some of these. So yeah, if you notice a movie or a DVD in here that you think that's me, I said I haven't watched, and you say that I should watch, then I'll definitely get around to it. I'm so ashamed to admit it. The Rocky collection, Rocky 1 through 6, Rocky 1 through 5, and Rocky Balboa. Haven't seen any of these, guys. I'm so ashamed to admit that. I'm really sorry. Haven't watched any of these movies, but I know they are classic movies, and Rocky 4 being considered the best one. Next we have the Cube DVD collection. Comes with the Cube 1, 2 and 0. These movies are sort of like, if you know the movie Cabin in the Woods, it's sort of one of those sort of, it's kind of a interesting movie. I haven't watched any of them, but I hear they're interesting movies to say the least. Next we have some fantastic movies. I will admit I have watched all 3 of them. Lord of the Rings collection. The Lord of the Rings collection, these are fantastic movies in my opinion. The Two Towers is the best one. Great movies. Haven't seen any of the Hobbit movies yet, but I hear that they're not as good. Next we have the Godfather, the Coppola restoration. These are the remastered Godfather movies. I've seen about an hour or so of the original Godfather. I know these movies are considered to be fantastic, bar the third one. You know, I know these movies are considered to be very good. Next we have Back to the Future. Again, I'm ashamed to admit that I haven't watched any of these all the way through. I've seen parts of them, but I know they're fantastic movies. And this one's sort of a more slimmed down version of the set. There's about 5 or 6 versions of that box set. Next we have the Rambo trilogy. I have seen Rambo and First Blood Part 2. I've seen about half an hour of the third one, but great movies for the time and great action movies. Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, rock. Next we have Paranormal Entity trilogy and the 4th one. Haven't seen these movies yet. I know they're sort of, you know, Paranormal Activity. I know these are sort of, you know, Paranormal Activity shit movies, but I sometimes enjoy these mockbuster movies, which are basically shit versions of, well, blockbuster movies. But I don't really like the Paranormal Activity movies. Not because I'm scared of them or anything, I just don't think they're that good. yeah, so yeah, they're not that good. Next we have Beverly Hills Cop 1 through 3. I think I've seen about a bit of each of these movies, or one part of them. I know they're sort of some people really enjoy them, some people don't enjoy them, but I haven't watched them yet, so I can't give you my opinion. Sorry if that hurts some people. Next we have a sealed Deadwood first season. I haven't watched this show. As you can tell, I mainly got this because I found it for £3 and it was sealed. So yeah, I hear this is a pretty very adult themed cowboy show. So Red Dead Redemption, the show, I guess. Maybe that's why I might enjoy it. And then we have the Big Bang Theory seasons 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Mainly got these because they were dirt cheap. I've seen a few of these. I've watched Big Bang Theory, not loads and loads, but I did go through a stage where I did watch a lot of it on holiday. As you do when you're on holiday, you tend to watch a show a lot, and then you're mad on it. But I enjoyed this show. You know, it's very witted, and you know, very geeky people enjoy it just because of all the references and things. I don't really watch it now, but when I start watching it, I'll probably get back into it. Next we have the Wizard of Oz 3-disc collector's edition. Includes a bunch of course it includes the restored version of the film and a bunch of special features, and it includes the silent version with Oliver Hardy from Laurel and Hardy in it. And of course, Return to Oz, as you saw in the last video, kind of a underrated sequel, but yeah. Next we have The Exorcist, the complete anthology. It includes all of the Exorcist movies. Don't know why you can see that. I haven't seen any of the Exorcist movies. I know. Next we have a Schwarzenegger collection. Arnold Schwarzenegger, fantastic actor, one of my favourite actors. And this includes Total Recoil, Red Heat, Raw Deal and Red Sonja. So Total Recoil, more than a good reason to own this cool little box set with 4 of his movies. Next we have Planet of the Apes Special Edition. It includes those Planet of the Apes movies. Again, sorry if you can't see that very well. It includes basically the original 5 movies and a bonus behind the Planet of the Apes things. I'm still ashamed to admit I haven't watched any Planet of the Apes movie. I know they are considered to be quite good. Next we have the Indiana Jones complete collection, but also Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I think I've seen all 3 of the originals. Haven't seen this one yet, but Indiana Jones, what can you say about it? Very good movie. Some people say, what if Indiana Jones was actually Han Solo's dreams while he was in Carbonite? That would be very interesting, wouldn't it? But Indiana Jones, classic movies, can't hate on them. I know the 4th one is considered to be a bit of a rape, some people think. Next we have a fantastic box set here. This is the Matrix Ultimate Collection. It comes with 10 DVDs and over 35 hours of bonus features. Of course it includes all 3 movies, but it includes just so many bonus features on here, including the Animatrix, which was the anime version of the movie, and of course it just includes so many things trying to explain how the Matrix works. I have this say in the Matrix, trying to explain how the Matrix works only puts you in a deeper hole, and it gets worse and worse from there. Next we have my Tom and Jerry collection. Yes, got a few Tom and Jerry movie things here. I love Tom and Jerry. What can you say about it? One of the best cartoons of all time, longest running cartoon of all time, close to Looney Tunes. Grew up with it, still love it to this day, and Logan is going to watch it with me. So, go through here, we got Tom and Jerry Tales, Volume 1. I don't think I've ever watched Tom and Jerry Tales. And we've got Tom and Jerry Classic Collection, Volume 1. These are available as a complete set. These are the original set Tom and Jerry's from like 1940 to I think the 80s. Volume 2. Love this show, can't get enough of it. 3. I am installing a few games on the Xbox. Volume 4. And these are dirt cheap if you want to get the individual volumes, but the box set is I think like £15. 5 and of course 6. All of them are very good shows. And then we've got another sort of Tom and Jerry. This one sort of got a few episodes on here from all different eras, and it's got some cool special features on here with some cool little special features, and it includes like the scene from Anchors Away with Jerry in it. And now we've got some Tom and Jerry movies here. I don't have the original Tom and Jerry movie on DVD, but I do have it on video at home, but I am looking for it on DVD. Got here The Magic Ring. This was actually, in my opinion, the best, apart from the original Tom and Jerry movie, the best animated movie. I really enjoyed this one. These aren't long, this is only an hour long, but I loved this movie growing up, and it's still fantastic to this day. Got here Blast Off to Mars. I haven't seen a lot of these ones. Tom and Jerry and Sherlock Holmes. I do want to eventually get every single... Sorry, I don't think I've got a cold. I just got that horrible thing. I know I should really get a tissue. I'll blow my nose in a minute. This has got... there are so many. I want to get all of them. The movies, mainly for Logan's case, but also mine. The Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furry. The Wizard of Oz, which could be an interesting one actually. Shiver Me Whiskers, which is still sealed. And The Lost Dragon. Great Tom and Jerry. I know I don't have all of them. I don't know how many there are. I'll have to look it up, but I'm guessing there's close to about 100 Tom and Jerry movies these days. And I've got loads on video at home as well. Now let's go through the next part. We've got here Spider-Man, the animated series, the first season. This is the 2003, I believe, Spider-Man animated series. The Avengers United They Stand, complete series from 1999. Probably not a lot of people watched that. Still sealed, the Earth's Mightiest Avengers. I watched this show when it was on Netflix, I think on the American Netflix. Really enjoyed it. And this includes all of the volumes, so both seasons. Always we will fight as one till the battle's won. I love that. That is, in my opinion, that's one of the better Avengers cartoon. And then we have X-Men seasons 1 to 2 still sealed, and season 3 on Disney 4 to 5. Fantastic. I think this was like 90s. Yeah, I think it was 90s. This is awesome. Still one of the best opening scenes to a cartoon of all time, and I really enjoyed this show. Mask, the complete series. I believe Mask is like Transformers meets G.I. Joe kind of thing. I don't know a lot about it. Seen it on Robot Chicken and stuff, so yeah. Then we have the Blade trilogy. Pretty decent movies for their time. They're still okay to watch today. Do a good job of capturing the character of Blade. Dark, twisted movies, but they're decent movies. The Dark Knight trilogy. Oh, and Triple H is in the third one. The Dark Knight trilogy. I'm ashamed to admit I've only seen The Dark Knight. Haven't seen Batman Begins or The Dark Knight Rises. Great. Christopher Nolan's did a great job of bringing Batman to the modern era. People swear by The Dark Knight being the best Batman movie. I personally think Batman Returns, or the original, or the 1989 Batman movie was the best one, but I am partial to Adam West Batman. I know some people might not agree with me there. And then we have the Scary Movie collection, so the trilogy with 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Bad movies, but they're the sort of movies you just put on and just watch them and have a laugh kind of thing. So, you know, not really good movies, but, you know, they provide cheap entertainment, spoof movies. So anyway, this is so I'm going to put these back on the shelf and get the next lot out. So and also I am going to show Heather's DVDs off, so hope she don't kill me if I put them in the wrong place. So see you in a sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. So next part, up first we have my pride and joy, my Tales of Terror 200 horror box set. This has 200 movies on here. Yep, 200. Came from America, so it's region 1. I love this box set. I've watched about 8 or so of the movies on here so far. Got a lot to go. Great box set. There's about 5 of these different box sets with different variations. Mill Creek do a lot of these box sets with hundreds of movies on, and I love them just because of what you get. You get bang for your buck. They're not great movies, no, but there are a lot of classics on here and stuff like that. So I love this box set to pieces. And by the way, it does work on an Xbox One. I have tried. Don't know about PS4 though. Next we've got some South Parks. I did have seasons 1 through 4, the first print edition, which was the big box, and next we have season 5. This is the second print edition, I believe, or like, so they brought them out like this in this a smaller compact version. So this is the next season I've got to watch. And then they did a third edition version, which was just a normal DVD size case, which in my opinion is the best one to get, just because it's smaller and more compact. But they have released a box set with like seasons 1 to 5 and then 5 to 10 and then so on like that. But yep, next one I've got to watch. And then Imagination, the Imagination Land South Park episode. I don't know if this is on any of the box sets, but I just got it just in case it isn't, because they did that with like the Family Guy on South Park 1, and then season 7. I love South Park. I have watched South Park all the way through at one point, back when it was on Netflix, so you know that's how old it was. Yep. Then we got Most Haunted season 1. Season 1. I do like Most Haunted. I do watch some ghost shows, but I think Most Haunted is probably one of the better ones, just because it's, you know, it's English, so it's not, oh my god, there's a fucking ghost. Ah! No, they really do sort of explore all the crevices kind of thing. And series 2. I don't know how many series there are. There's loads of series. And then the best of Most Haunted Live, which includes volumes 1 to 3. Sort of like yeah, it's just got some behind the scene footage and stuff like that of the live one they did. I've got here 3 of Heather's DVDs, just because they don't all fit on her thing. So Purge election year. I felt this movie weren't. The Purge movies, they're okay, but I think the first one's much better. The first one's more of a thriller horror movie. The second one's more of an action-based one. This one sort of doesn't know what it wants to be, and I felt it was just a bit eh. And then Moana. I actually, I'm ashamed to admit that I do actually enjoy this Disney movie. It's better than Frozen. You know, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is in this movie. What can I say except you're welcome, brother, still on the side and the side. Yeah, it's a modern Disney movie, but it's an okay one. It's good. I'll give it that. I refuse to watch Frozen, but Moana I'll accept. And then there's this DVD collection which I just gave to her. Just includes some disaster movies which she's mad on. Me, on the other hand, not so much. And then we've got the Simpsons collections. I've got season 1. What can you say about Simpsons? One of the longest running cartoon animated shows still. Season 2. Season 3. I have watched all of these ones. I do need to get the next one that I need. Season 4. Which has one of the discs is wrong, so I had to watch those online. Season 5. Love The Simpsons. I know it's got a bit lost its way, but you know, you can't, you know, Simpsons is Simpsons, what do you expect? Season 6. Sorry. Season 7. Season 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12, so I need to get season 13 next. I do keep my eye out for it, you know, got to carry on with that. Then we've got some more box sets here with 20 movies on each. So we've got 20 Old West outlaw action western films, again from America. 20 sci-fi films, they're still sealed, I haven't got around to watching them yet. War films, sorry if you want to know what's on here, look them up. They're sorry. And Wrath of the Sword, which is sort of fantasy films. Got here Ali G, which I believe is like highlights of the show, Ali G show, and Cannibal Holocaust, which is considered to be one of the more controversial movies. This movie got a lot of heat because people thought that it was real. The only thing real in the movie is that the animals were real dead animals, so kind of one of those fucked up movies. And then here's all my sort of Asian, Japanese, Chinese movies that I have. Tokyo Zombie, some of these are just really weird. Versus, like Tartan, it's Asian extreme movies. The Promise, which I believe is a Chinese movie. Battle Royale Special Edition, which includes a clip from the movie, like a cut-in this steelbook. Save the Green Planet. Some of these are extremely weird and fucked up movies. House of the Flying Daggers and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which are more westernized versions of the movies, but they're still really good, I hear. Mulan Legendary Warrior. This is the only live action Mulan we have at the moment, but there is a Disney one coming out in 2019, I believe. Ninja the Protector. I love these Asian like kung fu movies. They're really bad, but I love them. Hard Bastard. Lighting's getting a bit bad now, but I can't really do much about that. Kung Fu Hustle, which is more of a comedy themed one. Twin Dragons, one of my favourite Jackie Chan movies. Love this movie. The Forbidden Kingdom, also a really good movie. I've seen this in the movie cinema twice, and I don't do that a lot with movies. Saw it once with my mate, and then I saw it with my mum. And these two came as a set with 100 on martial arts and Iron Fist Frenzy. 50 martial art movies on each of them. I've seen about 8 or so on this one so far. I love this shit, man. Can't get enough. Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere. Don't really know a lot about it. It's Max and Paddy. Some of these DVDs I was given. The Moaning of Life, season 1 and 2. I did enjoy An Idiot Abroad. I haven't watched The Moaning of Life yet. I really do like Carl Pilkington. He's not a great Wolf China, no, it's just you right Wolf China. He's an idiot, but some of the stuff he says you kind of agree with, and then you feel bad because you feel like an idiot. But he's funny as fuck. Cleveland Show, season 1 and 2. Cleveland Show didn't really live up to many people's expectations. What do you expect? I think there's 5 seasons, might be wrong. American Dad, season 1. Oh, yep, that's the only American Dad I have. I do like it, but you know, Olympics Summer Games, the Olympic Games 2012. Why I have this, I don't know. I think it's because I was going through a stage where I kept watching people play the Olympics games. And then Dirty Sanchez, season 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which 4 is basically behind the scenes of the movie. Dirty Sanchez is basically like Jackass in England, and it's really messed up, so not one for the kids. Then we have Breaking Bad, season 1, 2, 3. I've only got season 1, 2, and 3. Haven't watched it yet. I hear it's a really good show. Have to get around to watching it. Little Britain, complete series 1 through 3. You know, what can you say about Little Britain? Very good show for its time. Everyone loved it in England. A Mock the Week DVD here. A Futurama DVD just comes with 5 episodes on there. I have watched Futurama all the way through. Apparently it might be coming back. A Family Guy Christmas DVD. I'm ashamed to admit this is the only Family Guy DVD I have at the moment. I do want to get the box set with seasons 1 through 16, all of them, but it's like 70 quid and I ain't paying 70 quid at the moment. First season of Prison Break, again a show I haven't watched. 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. I grew up watching this. I remember this show a lot. Season 1 and 2. on there. I do need to get the others. Then we've got here Viva La Bam, the complete series, season 1, 2 and 3, and 4 and 5. Really funny Bam Margera themed show. Some of the stuff he does in it is really crazy. Then we've got CKY the trilogy and CKY 4. Again, it's like Bam Margera and all that lot, sort of like a Jackass themed show. Quite old now, but you know. And then we have Wild Boys, again, spin-off show from Jackass with Chris Pontius and Steve-O. And then we've got The Office, season 1 and 2, and the Christmas specials. I believe there's only 2 series to the British version of The Office anyway, so at least I've got all of them, at least to my knowledge. And we've got Aardman Dark Side. It includes some Aardman shows on here. I mainly got it because it's got a few episodes of A Town Called Panic. If you remember that show, guys, let me know, because I always tell people about that show. You remember A Town Called Panic? And there was the game with the show with I go the show with the cowboy, the Indian, and the horse, and people go, no, I don't remember that. And then I show people and go, yeah, I remember that. It was like a small short that used to be on Nickelodeon between shows. Mr. Bean, a complete classic TV show. Mr. Bean, man. Everyone loves Mr. Bean. Very funny guy, my kind of humour. Stupid. One of the discs is loose. Yeah, this one. Love Mr. Bean. If you know, you can't say Mr. Bean isn't funny, man. He's stupid. He's great humour, you know. It just goes to show that humour doesn't have to be swearing and, you know, all that. It can just be stupid things. Monty Python movies comes with the 4 Monty Python movies on there. I believe there's only 4. I've only seen the Holy Grail, which Monty Python again is stupid comedy, but my kind of comedy. 3 Samuel Jackson movies on here. I mainly got it for Coach Carter on here. I believe that's the remake of the movie Shaft. And I can dig it. Garfield 3 movie collection comes with Garfield 1, 2 and a animated one. They're okay movies. I don't mind them. And a I believe his name's Martin Lawrence movies. I mainly got it for Blue Streak. I remember watching that movie a lot as a kid. And the In-Betweeners seasons 1, 2 and 3. Pretty good show for its time. Again, British comedy. I'm partial to it as being British. So, that's 2 shelves down. 3rd shelf next. These are all Heather's DVDs, but there might be a few of mine in there just thrown in, so I'll try and sort them out. But let's go to it. Let me put these back and then I'll see you again in a sec. Alright, carrying on. These are Heather's videos now. Sorry, the camera's gone a bit funny, but it does that. Thought I'd show Heather's DVDs just so I can show off all the DVDs, and not only that way then you guys can see the sort of differences between what we like. She's got quite a few here. Some of them I've watched, some of them I haven't, so let's just get started. So first off, she's got a bunch of Buffy ones. Got Cordelia here. She's obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Xander, I haven't really watched it. I know it's a good show. Angel and Willow, Sealed. I know it's a decent show, but I haven't watched it myself. Another Willow. The Best of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know, obsessed with it. Season 7. Season 6. Can't really say much about it. Haven't watched it. I've seen a few episodes. Season 4. She's got a bit of all over the place with this. The lighting's gone all funny. Season 3. In this horrible case. It's got this sort of book thing here, but it sticks out. And season 1, episode 1 to 12. I don't know why they do that with DVDs. Next here we've got Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I know she watched that when she was in the hospital. The Last Mimsy. Of course, High School Musical 1, 2 and 3. Again, girl, what do you expect? And a movie called RPG. We did actually watch this one. It's kind of an interesting movie, but not handled very well. A Nutcracker Prince and All Dogs Go to Heaven DVD, Hollywood DVD. You often get these when you brought a TV back in the day. Monsters Inc. My second favourite Pixar movie. It goes Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc. and Cars. The Last of the Mohicans, another Hollywood DVD sort of thing. Wrong Side of Town, Batista there. Something, I think this was a DVD she got on holiday. Someone to do with puppets, I believe the story beyond that. Big Fish, one I'm just going to put the next game in to install. Yeah, she likes Tim Burton movies. Sleepy Hollow, we have watched this one, it's an okay film. Edward Scissorhands and Edward Scissorhands Special Edition. Sweeney Todd, of course. Dark Shadows. Coraline, really messed up kids film. We have watched this one, it's really messed up. 9. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Nightmare Before Christmas. It's an okay movie. A lot of people are obsessed with it. I find it's a decent movie, but there is a sequel coming out next year, I believe. Kind of interesting. Corpse Bride, sort of a spiritual successor to Nightmare Before Christmas. Frankenweenie, of course, Tim Burton liked to put a twist on animated movies. Rise of the Guardian, we've watched this one, I even got the game of it. It's an okay film, she really enjoys it. Zootropolis, yeah, this movie's alright. A lot of furries love this film for reasons you know, but I thought this movie's alright. Not great, but it's alright. Of course, Frozen, a movie that I can't stand. Hotel Transylvania 1 and 2. Sorry about the lighting. Can't really do much. It's raining today. It's got a bunch of Barbie films here. Rapunzel, Nutcracker, Magic of Pegasus, Swan Lake. She made me watch some of these. Enchanted, 12 Dancing Princesses, and The Princess and the Pauper. Again, she's a girl, what do you expect? Grew up with those sort of things, which is fair enough, you know. Addams Family and Addams Family Values. This is an okay movie. Some people don't really like it because it's not very true to but it's an okay movie. And Dolphin Tale 1 and 2. No dolphins, what do you expect? And Modern Family, seasons 1 through 4, season 5, 6 and 7. I've watched Modern Family with her, we binge watched it once, and it's an okay show. It's much better than The Middle, I will say that, which is just a blatant rip-off of Malcolm in the Middle. Firefly, a show that I've heard is really good. It's sort of it's a kind of one of those shows that a lot of people just wish that went on for a longer. She's got a Back to the Future trilogy here, but hers is a bigger box, mine's a smaller one. Lion Man, guy who like you know, lions and stuff. Pretty nice looking baby white lions there. Police Academy, all 7 movies. These movies are pretty decent. I think we've watched 1 to 6. We didn't watch 7 though. How to Be Single. If you're a guy and you watch that film, you probably are single, no offence. Bad Neighbours. Disney's Into the Woods. It's got James Corden in there. And Johnny Depp, of course. Chicago. Bugsy Malone. Again, she likes her musicals, fair enough. Moulin Rouge. Planet of the Sharks. It's actually got, this movie's really bad, but this has actually got one of the characters from the movie Chappie in it. It's really weird. House of Wax. Fury. Brad Pitt. Battleship. Rihanna's in this movie, but she's not too bad as an actor. I'll give her that. Rihanna. 2012, of course. Left Behind. Lord Nicolas Cage in there. Flood. Again, she likes these disaster movies. I don't. Day After Tomorrow. Okay. Jurassic Piranha. Zombies, one of the worst movies I've ever watched. Terrible movie. Monsters. Don't know what it. Guess them, another sort of thing. War of the Worlds, again, one of the worst movies I've ever watched. The remake is terrible. White House Down. Van Helsing, collector's edition. I also have a copy of this myself. Sing. She saw this in the cinema. Ghost Boat, not Ghost Ship, Ghost Boat. Ghost Ship's a pretty solid horror title. Spectre, James Bond movie. I don't really like Daniel Craig. I'm partial to Sean Connery. Shaken, not stirred. I'm gonna get killed for messing all her DVDs up, but she wanted to change them at some point anyway. The Last Experiment. I have watched some of these with her, so we do sort of alternate whose turn it is to watch a movie, and it's my choice next. So some Star Wars, yeah. Deep Blue Sea, of course. LL Cool J's in that. Godzilla, terrible Godzilla movie in my opinion. Backdraft, again, firefighter movie. The Crucible. Independence Day. It's okay. District 9, which I hear is actually a pretty solid movie. Lucy. I felt this movie just went from one extreme to another. It starts off sort of as a, sort of a thriller action movie, and then it goes into this weird sci-fi movie, and she turns into a computer, and it's really weird. Super 8. Scooby-Dooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghosts. I never really liked Scooby-Doo growing up. She did. I was Captain Deadpool. I did have a copy of this myself, the Blu-ray, but I got rid of it because we've already got a DVD. And that's the thing. I do collect Blu-ray, but I only really get a Blu-ray if it's a new movie and I want it. Mortal Instruments. She really likes those the books. 50 Shades of Grey. Again, what do you expect? Woman, innit? 21 Jump Street. I've seen parts of it, not really my sort of film. Memoirs of a Geisha. White Chick. Now this I love this movie. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past them homebound. I can't hate on that movie. One Missed Call, the American version. Yeah, I hear the Japanese version is much better. Elf, an okay Christmas film. Snow Queen 1 and 2, again a Frozen rip-off. Adventures of Bailey, Christmas Hero, so she's got some Christmas films. Santa Claus, we watched this one, and I've got to say it's one of the weirdest and most messed up Christmas films of all time. Not in a fucked up way, just in the way that it's just really bad. A Golden Christmas, Jack Frost. I don't mind watching Christmas films, but you can't go wrong without The Grinch. Now, this is the one Christmas film. That and Die Hard. A Christmas Dog. Christmas Vacation. So it's got some Christmas films there. I don't really have a lot of Christmas films. I don't really watch them. Training Workout DVD there. The Electric Mist. Tommy Lee Jones movie from Men in Black and Batman Forever. Word of Honor, sorry. War, Jason Statham. Basic. Born Supremacy, which I haven't seen any of those movies. Around the World in 80 Days, a Jackie Chan movie. Still haven't watched it though. The Whole 9 Yards. I think that's don't know. Oh, Matthew Perry's in that movie. Chandler. Lion King Special Edition and Lion King 3, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful world. Lion King, classic movie. Narnia Prince Caspian. Actually, I haven't seen this one. I've only seen that and The Voyage of the Dawn Trader, I think it's the first one, and that the third one. Hannah Montana the movie. Lizzie McGuire. Again, she's a girl, what do you expect? So, Dukes of Hazzard season 1, she likes that. Humans, I think this is, I don't know if it's the complete series or if it's a movie, I don't know. Oh, it's probably the series. Midnight Beast, she's obsessed with them. Walking Dead seasons 1 through 4 and 6. She's missing out 5. I think she needs 5. I remember her saying that. I watched season 1 of The Walking Dead, enjoyed it. Started watching season 2. Oi! Get out! No, get up! I'm gonna kill you. Because it's raining. Yeah, I watched season 1 of Season Dead. Walking Dead. Sorry, Season Dead. What am I doing? Making food. I watched season 1. I thought it was okay. A good zombie movie. I'm trying to find my phone. Sorry. Good movie show. Then I started watching the second season, and then I just couldn't get into it. I haven't watched it since. The following, I think my mum watched that. CSI Miami season 1. I do watch CSI NCIS with her at some point, sometimes, and it's okay. 21 and 22 Jump Street Blu-ray collection. Angus Thornton Perfect Snogging. Toy Story, really good movie. One of the first Pixar, I think it was the first Pixar full-length movie, not animation, but full-length. Beetlejuice! I haven't watched it, but I hear it's a really messed up movie. Storks, we did watch this one. It's okay. It's got funny moments in it, but you know, it's an okay movie. If you want to tell kids where babies come from, show them that. London Has Fallen and Olympus Has Fallen. We did watch these. I felt Olympus Has Fallen was a bit better than London Has Fallen. They're okay. Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. I did watch these with her. Didn't really care for them. What do you expect? You know. The Hunger Games. Catching Fire and Mockingjay Part 1 and 2. Haven't watched these movies myself. I don't really think they'll be for me. The Scorch Trials, Maze Runner and Maze Runner. Similar style movies. Divergent, Insurgent and Allegiant. Again, haven't watched them. First season of Castle. She likes these sort of shows like that. 8 seasons of Bone and season 2 of Bone. So sometimes she just gets them. Unlike me, I prefer to get them, start off with the first season and go through. She just picks them up whenever she wants, kind of thing. Criminal Minds, the first season. Chicago Fire season 1 through 3. I've seen a few of her Chicago Fire with her. It's an okay firefighter show. It's interesting. Not that, you know, I wouldn't watch it if she didn't watch it, kind of thing. Of course, she's got Magic Mike, and you know the second one. Again, what do you expect? 9 Lives. Yeah, it's okay. Christopher Walken's in it though. Of course, all the Twilight movies, which I would never watch. Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, and Breaking Dawn Part 2. I can't stand them. Hangover Part 2. That monkey's in so many films. Dukes of Hazzard, the movie. Crocodile Hunter, which is kind of an interesting movie. It's a movie and a documentary at the same time. If you have watched it, it's alright. Crikey! Abduction. The A-Team, which I did actually go and watch in the cinema. Nah. Foxcatcher. Quantum of Solace and Skyfall. Again, not overly keen on new James Bond. The Shallows, she seemed to enjoy it. I thought it was an okay movie. I'm not really big on the shark movies. Blood Diamond. Serenity, which is sort of like a spiritual successor to Firefly. Secret Life of Pets. I have watched this one. It's okay, you know. It's an alright animated movie. Dirty Dancing. You can't really hate on it, you know, classic movie. More of a woman's movie, but you know, I can accept a good movie when I see it. Lee Evans, Roadrunner. She's obsessed with Lee Evans. I find him I found him funny, but I wouldn't go out and watch him if I didn't have to. Ninja Storm, Power Rangers Ninja Storm Cyber Chase. She loves Power Rangers. Scooby-Doo the movie. I actually really like this. I like the movies, but not the shows. Marmaduke. It's an okay movie. Snow Buddies. Madagascar. Decent movie. Gulliver's Travels. Aliens in the Attic. Aquamarine. Goosebumps. Hocus Pocus, Series of Unfortunate Events, Vampires Suck, which I think sort of like you know, one of those I don't think I've ever seen this one. It's a spoof movie, so I might have to watch that just because it's a spoof movie. Freaky Friday, the movie that made everyone cry, Marley and me. I admit I've watched this movie and I did cry, but who didn't? Mainly because it's similar to what happened to my dog, and he was a Labrador. Hellheimer Fish, Jack. Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers, or Meets the Boo Brothers. Monster House, another really messed up children's film. And The Darkest Hour, Contagion, and Atomic Train. So that's her DVDs, got to put them back now. 3 more shelves to go, guys. This is going to be a long video, sorry. So see you in a okay, let's carry on, guys. So up here we've got a drama film collection. It's got those films on it. Tiger, Warsaw, Split Decision, Whistleblower, and Daradov, or Darrow. Again, just lots of different lots of just cheap films, and I do get these. And then up one here, Muhammad Ali, King of the World, Race with Destiny, Bloodlines, and Molokai. Cheap and cheerful. Downfall, kind of a interesting movie. It's basically about Hitler's last stand kind of thing, and it's actually, you don't sympathise with him or anything like that, but it definitely shows off a really sort of side of the war not many people really see in movies. Prisoner of Auschwitz, again, very powerful movie I hear. The King's Speech, some of these again. Starred Up, prison film, I've seen part of, I've watched a bit of it and it's okay, I'll probably have to watch again. Shawshank Redemption, considered to be one of the best movie of all time, if not the best movie of all time, in some people's opinions. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, again, kind of a powerful book and movie. World Trade Center. No Country for Old Men, a kind of a split movie. Some people really like it, some don't. I thought it was pretty decent. Veneto de Toros, Che, Part 1 and 2. I don't really know a lot about this movie. I think it's something to do with like a like an action movie like Cuba or something like that. Donnie Darko, one of those really weird movies I hear. Clockwork Orange, again, very messed up movie, one of the banned movies at some point. Clubbed, don't know a lot about it. The Wrestler, again, some people really think this is a really good movie. The Italian Job, the original with Michael Caine in it. Where are we from, Mr. Wayne? To get back up. Michael Jackson's Moonwalk. I love this movie. It's a movie. It's a bunch of music videos. Go say what you want about the man. He's Michael Jackson. It's Michael Jackson. This is Spinal Tap. Very good movie. It's really funny, but this movie's very good because it makes you think you're watching a documentary, but it's all fake. There is some truth behind it, but it's really good. Even if you don't like the band Spinal Tap, definitely watch it. It's funny as fuck. Something to do with Catherine Jenkins. My aunt gave me this. Apparently she's sort of got this sort of powerful voice, and I can appreciate someone who's got a powerful voice like that. Woody Woodpecker. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the shitty remake. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the better one, the much better one of the best family films of all time. The Simpsons movie, yeah, it was popular for about 5 weeks. Speed Racer, Speed Racer. I think that's a Disney film, I don't know. Is it Disney? Oh no, Warner Brothers. Daddy Daycare, pretty funny movie. Small Soldiers, now here's a fucking awesome movie, guys. If you want to watch something great, this is awesome. I love this movie. One of the best in life. Great movie. Love this movie to pieces. Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Love Wallace and Gromit growing up. Movie, yeah, it's okay. Stormbreaker, I saw this movie film in the cinema. It's kind of a cool little sort of Spy Kids meet James Bond kind of thing. Two Brothers, a movie about tigers. Golden Compass. Journey to the Centre of the Earth, the remake. I did see this film in the cinema, and it's actually a pretty solid movie. Brendan Fraser again. Now these are all the Blu-rays I have. Like I said, don't really get a lot of Blu-rays, but these are the ones that we have. Transformers collection comes with all 4 Transformers movies. Watched them all and even saw the new one in cinema. I thought it was okay. Didn't like what they did to Megatron, but I think if you've got to decide on which one's the best, I think Revenge of the Fallen is the best Transformers movie, bar the original. Planet of the Apes, the modern one, Dawn and Rise of Planet of the Apes. Dirty Dancing 20th anniversary, Blu-ray. Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. Sorry for the glare. My Bloody Valentine 3D. This is the remake. There was an original one. Clash of the Titans, the remake. Monkey Magic, the movie. Again, I love my Asian movies. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Some of these I just got because I found them cheap. If I see a Blu-ray cheap, I pick it up. Everything is Awesome. The Lego Movie. I prefer this over Lego Batman. Lego Batman was much cheesier than Lego Movie, so if you want to pick, Lego Movie is, in my opinion, a bit better. Not to say Lego Batman wasn't a good movie. It was funny, but I felt it wasn't as good. Oz, Great and Powerful. Your Highness. Again, another spoof kind of movie. Cars. In my opinion, much better than Cars 2. Haven't seen the third one though. Batman the Killing Joke. I hear this is a really good Batman animated movie, so I have to watch it. Dead Space Downfall. Again, pretty decent anime style done in Dead Space. And The Tortured. Another sort of gore porn movie. I do like my gore porn, I guess. Romeo and Juliet. It's okay, but there's lots of well-known actors in there. Rango. Haven't seen it yet. I've got my own copy of Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. Scooby-Doo 1's better though. Scooby-Doo and Batman and Scooby-Doo and Kiss. This actually is getting harder to find in second hand actually. Never Ending Story. Everyone knows this movie. Great movie. Night in the Museum 1, 2 and 3. I felt the third one was a bit the first one's good, the second one's good too, but it just gets worse. I think the first one's the better one. Looney Tunes back in action. I really like this movie. And Space Jam, you already know how much I like this movie. Rainbow 30th anniversary. I got this because I watched it growing up. Nah, me exactly. Now look what you've done. Can't do them. Mr. Bean animated series, volume 1 and 4. Love this animated series, and it's still going strong to this day. Really surprising actually. Great. It's actually, you think, why would they do that, an animated series of Mr. Bean, but you actually watch it and you realise it's actually really good. Ed, Edd n Eddy volume 1. There's one thing I'm so pissed off at. These have never... Ed, Edd n Eddy DVDs are so hard to come by, man. I only released season 1 and 2 on DVD in America, and they're so expensive now. What can I say about Ed, Edd n Eddy, apart from Tom and Jerry, favourite cartoon of all time? South Park, Bigger, Longer and Uncut, the movie, so I'll put that with my South Park thing, so this was the first sort of movie. Kung Fu Rabbit, yeah, a mockbuster movie of Kung Fu Panda, and there's even a fucking panda in it. Wile E. Coyote, just some Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner things. Oh, my next game's done. Let's put the next one in. If you're wondering what I'm installing, I've installed Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto 4 with the DLC one, Tomb Raider Underworld, Cars 2, and the next one will be Road. So I'm trying to get as many games installed as I can. Now some wrestling DVDs. All my top 50th Oh My God moments. I love WWE, as you know. A lot of these DVDs specials have come out on the network, so subscribe to WWE Network if you're a fan of WWE. Get really good bang for your buck. Plus, I believe WWE TV might be going to the network at some point in the future. Just another way of them to try and get your money, but if you think about how much you pay for Sky Sports, so you know, Ultimate Ric Flair Collection, obviously very well known wrestler. Top 25 rivalries of all time. The man Hulk Hogan. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. The rise and fall of WCW, the biggest rival to WWE back in the day. I'm so pissed off. You got this when you pre-ordered, I think it was WWE 2K16. You got this with it, which was part of a 3-disc set. So it's kind of worthless to have it as a single disc. You can't. So WrestleMania 22, which I believe is missing a disc in it. Yeah, it is. It's missing a disc. So kind of pissed off about that one. The Rock, Epic Journey of Dwayne Johnson. Everyone knows. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, and CM Punk, best in the world. He might be coming back to WWE. Everyone hopes he does. I personally would love to see CM Punk back. There was a little bit of a thing about that. On Hulu, there was a picture of CM Punk over SmackDown. It might have just been a mistake on Hulu's part, but a lot of people look too far into it, and some people are saying, is that a spoiler for things to come? If CM Punk comes back at SummerSlam, oh my god. Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs 1 and 2. The first one's pretty good. The second one, not so much. And of course we've got Shrek, Shrek 2, 3 and Forever After. Shrek 1 and 2, really good. 3 and 4, not so much. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger man, take your order. Yeah, Good Burger. I never watched Kenan and Kel growing up, but this movie's funny as fuck. Django Unchained, haven't watched it yet, but I hear it's a good movie. These are all my video game themed movies here. Street Fighter the movie, Tekken the movie, Dead or Alive the movie, Mortal Kombat Conquest, which is I believe like episodes based on certain characters, Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, Resident Evil Degeneration. I know it's technically not a video game, but Ultramarines, a Warhammer 40k movie. I just put it with video games just because, you know. Dante's Inferno, pretty good anime movie. Doom, what do you expect? The video game movie. Dragon Ball Evolution, I know it's not a video game, but there are games of it. I'm not even going to go into that one. And Blood Rain, the movie, yep. And I am aware there's many more where that comes from, and most of them are shit. And I've just got 3, Scepter and some Christmas specials here, and I've just got 2 DVD games, Deal or No Deal and Catchphrase. Yeah, DVD games were a thing, and to this day, some of them still exist. But yeah, so 2 more shelves to go. Let's put these back and get the next ones out. Alright then, let's carry on. So, we've got here the Avengers, Ultimate Avengers movie collection. Includes Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2 and the next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow. Bionicle, Mask of Light, the movie. Yeah, everyone remembers Bionicle, which I believe is making a comeback. Transformers, the movie. Robots in Disguise. Considered to be one of the best animated movies and the best Transformers movie of all time. Gundam Seed Volume 4. I mainly got this because it was a Gundam DVD and it's sealed. Sonic Underground Volume 3 Volume 1. I don't know. Volume 1 I guess. Never really watched the Sonic cartoon. Mortal Kombat Sequel of Quan-Chi and Combat Begins Again. Yeah, kids show of Mortal Kombat. Hellboy, The Golden Army, and Hellboy, the original. Amadeus. Van Helsing. Again, like I said, I've got my own version. Heaven's Got Earth. The Mask of Zorro. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which I hear is a pretty bad movie. G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra. Bean. Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Oh, oh, Amadeus. Oh, rock me, Amadeus. House of a Thousand Corpses, which I've already shown off, like I said. The Hostel Collection, part 1, 2 and 3. Very messed up movies. Faulty Towers, the remastered collection. Love this show, always will. Very funny. Devil's Rejects, again, very messed up movies. Monsters University, which I still haven't watched to this day. Critters collection, Critters 1 through 4, sort of like Gremlin type movie. Aristocats, I've already told you about. I like this movie. Mulan, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. And Mulan 2, which is nowhere near as good as the first one. My Frankenstein Legacy collection includes Frankenstein, House Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, The Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, and the House of Dracula. These Universal Legacy collections are going to be pretty cool to have. Oh, that's Heather's Clifford, big red dog. Got it mainly for Logan again. Arrow, the first season, I thought, well, you know, got to start somewhere. I've got my own copy of Battleship. Age of Dinosaurs. If you're wondering why I've got a couple of, why I have one and Heather has one, it's because I already had these before I moved in with Heather, kind of thing. Alien Intruder with Billy D. Williams. Oh, that's so cool, baby. Alien Origin, another mockbuster movie. Cloverfield, which I hear is an okay movie. Some people say it's really good. Chronicles of Riddick. Vin Diesel, of course. The Terminator movie. What's that? Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Sixth Day. Transmorphers, another mockbuster movie. The original War of the Worlds. Can't beat it. Classic movie. Mars Attacks. Kick it. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. One of the best movies ever made. Yeah, let's say, come on, Nash. Robot Chicken Star Wars, Lego Star Wars The Padawan Menace and The Empire Strikes Out. Here's all my Star Wars stuff. Yep, as you know guys, Star Wars is my favourite series and one of my favourite things. Empire, The Phantom Menace, sorry. Attack of the Clones. Revenge of the Sith, in my opinion the best prequel, yep. Rogue One, the original trilogy on a single disc, and The Force Awakens. Me and Heather have been watching through these. We've only got episode 6 and The Force Awakens left to watch. Disney's Tron Legacy, very good looking film. As for the thing itself, it's okay. Haven't seen the original though. G-Force, movie about guinea pigs, and I love guinea pigs. And of course, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, which is the only one that I've seen in cinema, and On Stranger Tides. I've seen one part of 2, 3, but I haven't seen the 4th one yet. And I know there's a 5th one. X-Men, The Legend of Wolverine, Night Watch. One sec, I'm messing them all up now. The Terminator Special Edition. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, one of the best sequels ever, and it is coming out on the 29th of August or 28th in 3D. Oh yeah, Terminator 2 is that, baby. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. A lot of people didn't like this movie. I thought it was quite good. Terminator Salvation, haven't watched it yet. Or have I watched Terminator Genesis? I've only seen the first 3. Harry Hill TV Burt Gold number 2. Number 3. Where's my other ones then? Oh, I don't know where my other ones were. I know I had more of them, unless they're up the top, probably on the top shelf. Spy Kids. Oh, Harry Hill's TV Bapped. I love that show. Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams. Spy Kids 3, Game Over. This is my film, man. Really good. Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which is basically a big nod to Spy Kids. And 2 Porridge DVDs here. We got here Night Watch. I think it's sort of like a Russian horror film. Cry Wolf. Deadly Spawn, a really sort of messed up movie. I Spit on Your Grave 1 and 2, the remakes. I know there was an original, I'm sure there was. I don't know. Creep. The Hills of Eyes, the remake. Julia X. Meat Grinder. As Above, So Below. Actually, pretty solid modern title. Horror film, actually. I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty good. One Missed Call, Sealed. Like I said, one's mine, one's H's. The Grudge. I think this is the Japanese version of The Grudge. And of course Silent Hill and Silent Hill Revelation. I know they're video games technically, but I keep them with the horror movie. We got a triple boxer here with Skew, House of Bones and Underground. Scar, which comes with some 3D glasses if you want to watch the 3D version. You're Next. It reminds me of The Purge a little bit. The House on the Left. Last House on the Left, sorry. Made by the same people made Friday the 13th. Zombie Beavers. Yep, that's the thing. Dead Rising, Watchtower. Yeah, Dead Rising had a couple of movies based on it. I think that's the first one. The other one, I can't remember what it's called. Zombies of War. I've already done a review on this ages ago. Absolutely terrible movie. Dead End. Blood Simple. Jacob's Ladder, really sort of twisted film in a weird way. Faces of Death 4 and 2. These are really messed up movies, sort of like similar to like VHS and stuff like that. Cradle of Fear. Smiley. I believe this movie has a bunch of YouTubers in it. Hannibal. The 25th anniversary edition of Halloween. The Rob Zombie Halloween 2. I am missing a lot of Halloweens. Scream. Scream 2, still sealed, so I haven't watched it yet. Scream 3 and Scream 4. And then we have the Saw collection. The first one, the second one, the third one, Extreme Edition, the fourth one in Extreme Edition, the Extreme Edition of the fifth one, the Extreme Edition of the sixth one, and the Extreme Edition of the final chapter, even though there's a new one coming out and they called it Jigsaw. I'm not even going to go into that little thing because I don't know if it's starting a new chain of movies that are going to be called Jigsaw, or if they have anything to do with this one. I don't know, so I'm not going to sit here and judge it just yet. I ain't seeing it in cinema. I'll wait till it comes out on DVD. Captain America, the 1970 two 1979 movies and the 1990 movie. X-Men, Days of Future Past. Fantastic Four. Spider-Man trilogy, the Tobey Maguire one. Daredevil. Punisher, the John Travolta Tom Jane version. My favourite Batman movie. I know it's the 60s Batman, but I love it. Holy Special Edition Batman. Batman Gotham Knight. And Watchmen, which I hear is a pretty decent movie itself. Okay, the final part is coming, guys. So let me just sort that all out. Sorry about the lighting. Right, final part, guys. Here we go. Let's see here. Right, up first we've got the IT Crowd with all 3 seasons. Haven't watched this show, but I got it cheap a while ago. So hey, Creature Comfort season 1. This was a pretty funny claymation show back in the day. Town Called Panic, the movie. I believe this was a French film, but I don't know if this is the yeah, it is. It's a French film, but I really like this movie. Gangsters movies got Dog Watch, The Custodian, Power of Attorney, and Last Bet. Little Man. I love the Marlon. I love the Wayans brothers. Really, I love them. They're so funny, and that movie's pretty funny as well. Oh, this is Heather's vampire's assistant. Also, she's got a A-Team box set up there with the original show. I'm not getting it down because it's the speakers on top of it. Underworld trilogy comes with the 3 Underworld movies. I know there's like 4 or 5, I think. Harry Hill's TV Burt Gold, the first one, and the highlights of the best bits. I love that show. It's pretty funny for its time. Harry Hill's a pretty funny guy. Mrs. Brown Boys Alive, and another Mrs. Brown Boys Live. Mrs. Brown Boys is a pretty funny show actually. My nan loves it. 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later. Alright, zombie movies or infected. Quentin Tarantino collection. It comes with Kill Bill 1 and 2, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown and Pulp Fiction. So some pretty good movies on there. Mr. Bean's Holiday. Love Mr. Bean again. And then some action films on here. Comes with those ones on there. Jackie Chan, that's mainly why I got it on there. Idiocracy. I've already told you about this movie. Sausage Party, a really messed up movie but funny as fuck. Hot Fuzz, everyone knows that movie. Another Hood, a pretty funny movie for its time. This movie actually keeps value for some reason. Office Space, pretty funny movie as well, love that movie. Smiley Face, another sort of Harold from Harold and Kumar's in here. Well, John Cho. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke and Still Smoking. Hey man! Juice Bigelow, European Gigolo, and Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. This one is nowhere near as good as this one. And the Christmas one, I don't even want to talk about it. Team America, fuck yeah, coming here to save the motherfucking day. America, fuck yeah. Love this movie. Tropic Thunder, pretty funny movie. You man full retard, and nobody go full retard. Final Destination 1 through 3, 4, well just called 3D, but it's 4 and 5. These actually go backwards in through time. I think it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in all that. So they brought them out in the wrong order. Sinister 2, The Eye. Snakes on the plane. I've headed up to here with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Creature Features comes with Octopus 1 and 2 and Spiders 1 and 2. Arachnophobia, don't watch it if you're scared of spiders. Webs. Arachnid, pretty bad movie. Stan Helsing, another sort of scary movie type movie. Boogeyman, I'm the Boogeyman and I'm coming to get you. Bram Stoker's Dracula, with Keanu Reeves in there. The Raven. Oh, The Raven. Nevermore. Ghost Ship. This is a pretty good movie. It's got mud veins. I stand, not falling down. Paranormal Ascendancy. Episode 50. The Haunting of Whaley House. Apartment 143. But this movie is pretty bad. Very bad movie. Alien vs Predator Requiem and Alien vs Predator. Movies that should have been better than they were. Of course, we've got the Fast and Furious movies 1 through 7. Number 1. 2, which are the only 2 that I've actually seen all the way through. I'm partial to the second one. Tokyo Drift. 4, just called Fast and Furious. 5, 6, and 7. I will need to get 8 when it comes out on DVD, just so I can have them all. The Hurt Locker. The Battle. Act of Valor. The Final Sacrifice. King Kong, Peter Jackson's version. Machete, Danny Trejo. Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 12. Die Hard 4. And Gone in 60 Seconds. Van Wilder Party Liaison, Just Friends, and Waiting. Ryan Reynolds movies on there. Gumball 3000 the movie with Ryan Dunn's in this movie, and it's actually narrated by Burt Reynolds, who was in the Cannonball Run movies. Jackass 3. Dirty Sanchez, the movie. Bruno. Borat Sagdiyev. Everyone loves Borat. Well, the correct term actually is Borat, Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefits Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. Is the full name. Long name, so most people just call it Borat. Ali G in the House. Sacha Baron Cohen movies. Evan Almighty and Bruce Almighty. Funny movies. In Between Us, the movie. Haven't watched it yet. White Men Can't Jump. With Wesley Snipes in there. Porky's 1 and 2. Bad Santa. So I do have a Christmas movie of some sorts. Pixels. It's okay if you like the references, but the rest is just Hooligan Factory. Shaun of the Dead. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Happy Gilmore. Just get in the damn hole. Just give it a tap roof. US Marshals with Tommy Lee Jones. Black Moon Rising with Tommy Lee Jones. Bad Boys 1 and 2. Nightmare at Bitter Creek and Back in Action. I mainly got it because Roddy Piper's in that movie. Zombie, Hirokin and Battle Earth. Amsterdam Heavy, Red Line and Battleground. Lawnmower Man, Grand Theft Auto, Who Dares Wins and Year of the Gun. Grand Theft Auto has nothing to do with the games, by the way. Red Surf, Corrupt, Riot and Justice. Hired to Kill, Cold Harvest. City of Fear and Traitor's Heart. Ninja Dragon, Ninja Terminator, Deathwing and Gladiator. Or The Gladiator, not to be confused with Gladiator. Bill and Ted Bogus Journey. I did have Excellent Adventure, but I don't know where it is. Johnny English Reborn and Johnny English. Funny movies for the time. I've got here 100 Years of Comedy DVD. It just goes through all the different comedies over the last 100 years up to 2000. John Bishop Live. Some of these, like I said, I've just given. Frankie Boyle Live. Comedy Superstar 2011. Mickey McFlanagan. Or Mickey Flanagan Live. Fun Wars. Pan's Labyrinth, which is meant to be a pretty weird movie. Dungeons and Dragons. Jason and the Argonauts, very classic movie. Deathstalker, if you want to freaking watch a Dungeons and Dragons movie that's a bit R-rated. Excalibur. Clash of the Titans, the original. Dawn of the Dragon Slayer. 300 and Rise of an Empire. King Arthur Director's Cut. Kingdom of Heaven. Mongol. Last three here. Last Samurai. Gladiator and Clash of Empires. So, an hour and a half long video. Wasn't as long as I thought, but it's freaking 4 o'clock now, guys. The day is going quick, man. So I'm going to end this video here. And of course, I've got things to do. I've got to wash up and, well, put the washing away and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to have something to eat first. And of course, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button, and of course feel free to comment below, and of course feel free to subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. And I will see you tomorrow with an ASMR video. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll try and do an ASMR video for you guys. So see you soon and have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.